The idea of people power has to be a reality, because it actually is about the only way that we can run a functional and decent world, because the rich and powerful governments aren't going to do things just because they think it's right. We have to fight for them, and we have to continue to fight them. And actually it's the concepts of democracy and people and the practice of that as a force that, that actually creates civilization.
People power means an enormous amount to me. I think if you look back through history, everything that's been achieved pretty much that advances ordinary people's lives, that advances democracy, that advances conditions in society, those things have come about through popular protest, whether it's votes for women or earlier on votes for ordinary working men, and then all kinds of things from the liberation struggles and gay liberation, women's liberation, civil rights in the US. Those have come about through people taking action together and making their totally legitimate demands in their collective interests for equality and justice in society.
If we look at the Vietnam War, one of the factors that led to the end of that war was the people power of the soldiers who were involved. Soldiers refused to go out on patrol, soldiers refused to fight, soldiers went to prison for refusing to go to Vietnam, and they put incredible pressure on the government from inside the military. Which in part led to an end to that war, when the American military, the American government realised they could not rely on their soldiers to continue the war in Vietnam. And that's what always comes to mind when you mention the phrase people power.